When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will... And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Back to pass. It's Burks. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. 2-point...
The windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffaloes offense will go on the attack first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air, it's Burks. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Firing to the right, complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Makes the grab. It's Pedrino. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. And
he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this...
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Otis. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
There he goes down the right side. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Looking to pass. It's Burks. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Caught close to the marker. It's Pedrino. Lots of room to run, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That's caught. It's Casey. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona! points. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rich. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on D.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Burks. Has to throw this off his back foot. Complete downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put deep.
Turning it on! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Looking to throw, it's Burks. They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the...
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Can't get him to the ground. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st.
Colorado, 7.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Dropping back, it's Rich. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Using his legs to buy some time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move, he fires. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And it's no good. He missed it. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rich. Pulls it in, it's Casey. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
We go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz. They can...
There he goes! And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Fighting off the defender. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Casey. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play from this offense. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Rich. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. That is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It's complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rich. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Dude, how about this QB? That's now over 6,000 yards on the season. Guys, that's over 500 a game. He's been spinning it every game, all game, putting up.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Still on his feet.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career. In college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Rich. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. One more snap coming before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big...
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking for space. It's Wall. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Working that left side now. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking for a man. It's Burks. Oh, they're after him. Shakes off the defender. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop them, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Punts it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Finds his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so...
He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he will They'll score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Colorado, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they... the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Back to pass, it's Burks. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to set up the screen. Still running at the 35. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football now. Not good.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Garrison. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Soto. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Woodside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. Here he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it set up on the outside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get...
Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you got to be so careful on defense trying to cover this game breaker in the slot. He's got speed, and he'll run double moves. He is a threat to go downtown and take the top off your defense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Burks. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Flips it out on the screen. Runs through another guy. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point was good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Lets it fly. He's got it at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football.